What starts as a threat, an outburst, or intimidation can escalate fast. Early action helps protect employees, the people they serve, and everyone else in the workplace. Workplace violence can look like physical assault, threats, intimidation, verbal abuse, harassment, bullying, property damage, thrown objects, aggressive gestures, stalking, or domestic violence that spills into work. And long before anyone is hit, there are often warning signs you can see, hear, or feel in the way someone is acting. That's what happens with Chris. His situation begins with visible frustration, not a sudden attack out of nowhere. When angry outbursts keep happening, and you hear threats, yelling, or sudden mood swings, that's a sign the risk may be building. If that shifts into throwing objects, refusing direction, aggressive body language, or a constant focus on conflict, the concern grows. And if someone says things like "they'll regret this" or "I'll make them pay," treat that as a warning you should never brush aside. Professional communication, respectful interactions, calm conflict resolution, and clear boundaries all lower the chance that tension turns into something more serious. When people speak up early and ask for help, problems can be supported, documented, and addressed before they escalate. At Better Life, the idea is simple. Notice concerns early, then act before they become crises. The goal isn't to win an argument, it's to keep the situation from getting hotter, so avoid power struggles and don't let someone else's reaction pull you into your own. If you notice the tone sharpening, the pace speeding up, or body language getting more intense, slow your own delivery and respond with steady, respectful words. And the moment tension starts to rise, bring in help. Asking a supervisor, security, or another trained employee to step in early can keep a hard moment from turning into a crisis. If a coworker suddenly yells and slams a clipboard onto a desk, treat that as an escalation, not just a bad mood. Your safest move is to create space, keep your voice calm, and get a supervisor, security, or another trained person involved. Don't yell back or try to win the exchange. Matching that energy can turn one dangerous moment into a bigger one. Use positive supports, give the person space, and position yourself so you can stay safe while also protecting everyone nearby. Stick to the behavior support plan and ask for backup early, before the behavior becomes harder to redirect safely. Never get even or answer aggression with aggression. Keep your attention on safety, de-escalation, and getting the right support in place. Personal safety starts with noticing change early, because the sooner you recognize a situation is shifting, the more options you have to respond safely. A raised voice, pacing, clenched fists, or repeated threats might seem small at first, but that's exactly when you should take them seriously. When you've already thought through who to call, where to move, and how to get help, the next safe step becomes faster and clearer. Keep exit routes in mind, give yourself personal space, and never let your position trap you between a person in crisis and the way out. At the same time, stay tuned in to the room. Notice movement, tone, and where other people are, so you can react before the situation tightens. And don't wait for an emergency to learn the plan. Know the procedures ahead of time, so calling for help or moving to safety feels immediate, not improvised. If it's safe to move, leave the area and create distance right away. A few steps towards safety can change the whole outcome. You don't have to wait for the worst moment. When voices rise, movement gets sharper, or threats start building, the situation may already be turning dangerous. Walking away isn't giving up. It's choosing safety before tension turns into harm. If anyone is in immediate danger, call 911 right away. Don't wait to see if it settles down on its own. If you can do it safely, warn the people around you so they can move away, lock a door, or take cover. From there, follow your supervisor's instructions. Do not try to physically step in unless someone's life is at risk, or your agency's policy and training specifically allow it. Report any threats, intimidation, harassment, aggressive behavior, physical assault, property damage, weapons, domestic violence concerns that affect work, or retaliation. Even if no one has been injured, every threat is serious and needs to be treated that way. When you report early, you help protect co-workers, the people you support, and everyone nearby before the situation spreads into harm. When a concern is reported early, a supervisor can step in while it's still a tense moment, not a full crisis. When the same kinds of concerns are documented the same way each time, repeat behavior stops looking isolated and starts showing a pattern. That kind of timely reporting helps in two directions at once. It supports the response people need right now, and it helps the workplace prevent the next situation before it starts. Writing that Chris became crazy doesn't document anything useful. It labels the person, but it doesn't tell anyone what actually happened. What helps is a factual record like this. Chris raised his voice, struck the desk with his hand, threw a clipboard onto the floor, and said, "I'm tired of this place." That's the standard to follow. Record observable actions, direct quotes, and concrete details that another person could verify. Write down what you actually saw, what you heard, and what the person did or said, using details another person could recognize and verify. Leave out opinions, labels, and guesses. Stick to observable behavior and direct quotes, not conclusions about attitude, intent, or state of mind. That kind of clear documentation gives supervisors and investigators something solid to act on, so follow-up is more accurate and people can be held accountable for what actually happened. Now put that into practice by deciding which behaviors count as workplace violence, including threats, intimidation, and physical aggression. Then choose the safest response when someone makes a threatening statement. Create space, stay calm, and get help instead of arguing back. And make the final call on reporting by identifying when an incident must be reported, even if no one was physically hurt. After repeated warning signs, Chris is reported so the concern doesn't stay hidden or get written off as just another bad day. That early report gives supervisors time to step in, assess the risk, and connect the employee with the support that's appropriate right away. Because people acted early, a situation that could have turned dangerous is stopped before someone gets hurt. What began as a situation that could escalate fast is exactly where early action matters most. When you notice warning signs, speak up, protect people nearby, and don't let the concern stay invisible. Observe, communicate, protect, document, report.